Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. Joe Cortez, Ron Augustini of FrontRowPreps.com, powered by Chicken Ranch Casino. Time now for our weekly prediction show, which is brought to you by Golden Bear Physical Therapy. And Ron, you know that anywhere we watch or cover high school football in this area, you can find a Golden Bear Physical Therapy facility near you.
That's right. I live in Ripon. Got one right close
Absolutely.
to me.
Hey, now let's take a look at the three matchups we have this weekend. We've got 4 local teams remaining. We have one team guaranteed to go on to a NorCal Bowl after this weekend. Let's start with that matchup in Division 6 for the Division 6 Sac Joaquin section title. It's number 4 Ripon Christian taking on number 2 Hilmar. The Knights 12-0 for the first time in school history, coming off a big upset of number 1 seed Modesto Christian last week. Who do you like in this one?
Joe, I like Ripon Christian in the upset.
Ooh.
I like the Knights. They made a believer out of me last week when they beat Modesto Christian, and it was a convincing win. Coach Mike Parsons of Modesto Christian said they were faster, bigger, stronger than they looked on film, and that's the impression you have with RC. When you watch them up close, they're a tough team, and they're no fluke.
Now, last week I picked against Ripon Christian. I went with Modesto Christian, the top seed, co-champion of the Trans Valley League. I thought it was just too big a step up in class for the Southern League, for the Southern League champ Knights. Again, 12-0, but can they do it again?
I think they can. I think they have enough balance with Cade Alger's on a 6'8" quarterback, or he hands off to Michael Camps.
One of the best in our area.
Yeah, and what a matchup that'll be at running back with Isaac Sharp for Hilmar and then Camps on the other side.
And of course, don't forget Justin Renfro.
Of course.
The big,
yes, the big
bruiser,
tough guy.
the big tough guy.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be a really nice game.
I'm going to go with the Yellow Jackets in this one to defend their Sac Joaquin section Division II championship. Remember last year they were 5-5, made a Cinderella run through the postseason. I hesitate to even call it a Cinderella run because it was more like a Paul Bunyan run.
Yeah,
they just bludgeoned everybody on their way through.
And they beat RC in the final.
MC.
They beat MC in the final.
They beat MC in the final.
Sorry, that's right.
But so we've got you taking the Knights. I'm taking Hilmar, and we will see Friday night. That game, of course, kicks off. That game kicks off. So we'll all be there. That game kicks off at 7 p.m. at Joe Debley Stadium in Turlock, just about 3 miles from where we're sitting right now. And I forgot to mention that we're here in Denair at Litton Stadium, site of the CIF Division 7 AA State Championship game between Little Denair and Santee, 13-1 of Los Angeles. Let's focus on that game right now. Who do you like in the state championship matchup? Saturday evening, 6 p.m. here at Litton Stadium.
I like Denair. I like the home team. Santee has to go 5+ hours bus ride.
They're coming to play on what should be a wet field.
Yes, and which Denair knows very well. And Denair knows the task at hand. They have to stop Joseph Todd of Santee, the running back who's gone for over 3,000 yards.
Now we're gonna talk about this a little bit. We're gonna break the game nuts and bolts down a little bit, and you can find that at FrontRowPreps.com. So we'll save that for another show. But it's a really interesting matchup. I too like Denair in this one. I think they're going to get it done, and we'll explain why in our special look at the Division 7 AA State Football Championship. Now, moving back to the Sac Joaquin section final in Division 2, it's number 2 seed Central Catholic taking on top seed Del Oro. This one's a provocative matchup. Again, we'll save some of that stuff for our preview show. But who do you like in the D2 final? Sacramento State, Saturday, 2 p.m.
Collision of 2 section heavyweights,
Oh,
Joe.
man.
2 teams used to winning. I like Central Catholic in the upset. I think the Raiders are going to do it.
I think so too. I agree. And we'll explain all that in our preview show. But one reason I kind of like Central is because Del Oro's coming off a month layoff.
Wow.
With the first round bye, the fires, and a forfeit by Jesuit for using an ineligible player.
What a freaky situation that was.
Del Oro hasn't played in a month, a full calendar month.
Yeah, if Central Catholic comes out fast.
Yeah, I think it kind of establishes the tone in this game. I think if it becomes a game of attrition, I think maybe Del Oro, being the fresher team, obviously,
they'll be healthy.
gets it done. And healthy.
Yeah. for sure.
So there's a look at our predictions this week. Ron likes Ripon Christian in the D6 final. I like Hillmar in Division 2. Ron's going with Central Catholic. So am I. And in the D7 AA state championship game, believe it or not, played here right at Litton Stadium in tiny Denair, California.
State
We are
final
both
right
picking
here.
the Coyotes.
That's right.
Don't say Coyotes in these parts.
No,
it's
better
the Coyotes.
be. It is the Coyotes. I love this little stadium here with the initials on the light towers, and it's very distinctive. I
don't know if you folks can see, but there's no yard lines.
Not yet. There'll be some yard lines here Saturday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there
absolutely.
will be. What a big deal. State final right here.
So that's it for our weekly predictions brought to you by Golden Bear Physical Therapy. For Ron, I'm Joe. Thanks for stopping by.